Happy St. Patty's Day. The perfect excuse, if not the only excuse, for doing a corned beef. This one is a round, which I've gotten very fond of in recent years. A 3-pounder. In fact, it's 3 on the nose. Now, first things first, since it's been soaking in a brine solution for about a month, which is why it's a corned beef, first thing you want to do is rinse it thoroughly. Partly because you don't know who's been messing with it, and partly is to get most of that salt off of it, and some of it even out of it. Then slap a little mustard on it. Whatever your favorite is. My current favorite is this German stuff. Couple of tablespoons. Play with it until you're tired of it. Then get on with it. Now there's a little seasoning packet that always comes with them. Might as well use it. It's good stuff. There's coriander and bay leaf and who knows what else in it. Just put it on there. Then sprinkle it rather generously with some cracked black peppercorns. About that much. And a little granulated garlic. Why not? Garlic is a food group. And just for interest, a very small sprinkling of Chinese 5-spice. I haven't tried this before on it. It'll be interesting. And finally, sprinkle it generously with some brown sugar. I love what this does to a corned beef. Now I think that'll do for this time. So the next thing to do is to wrap it loosely in foil so there's airspace trapped inside, but seal it airtight. It's essentially going to steam inside the foil. This will take a while. Go visit a leprechaun or something. And now, drop it in a roasting pan. Stick it in a 350-degree oven for about 2.5 to 3 hours. Now, while I have some time to kill, I'm going to whip up some deviled eggs. Well, that's convenient. Put that little puppy right in the bowl. We're having a nice little thunderstorm outside. Some of the offshoot from still another snow that y'all northerners are having. It's cloudy and raining, yes, but temperature is 75 outside. I can get into that. Now, about a quarter of a cup of mayo goes in. All of it. Come out of there. A couple of teaspoons of mustard. A little bit of horseradish. And a little for me. About a quarter of a teaspoon of celery seed. A roughly equal amount of dill. I needed a little parsley. I'm out of fresh, heaven forbid, but I have some dried, so I'm going to throw in a little of that. Now just a soup song of paprika. Mix this all together. Keep at it until it's nice and creamy. Or at least that's the way I like it. Almost forgot. Just a touch of salt. It doesn't need much. A pinch, if you will. Okay. Now getting hardcore. Some dill pickle. Come on, you guys. Get together. Diced up pretty finely. Get over there. Y'all cooperate. That'll work. About a half a pickle's worth. The rest of the pickle belongs to the chef. Now this time I'm adding a little bit of black olive. Maybe about an olive's worth. These are already sliced. Toss them in. And while I've got the jar out, just a slosh of pickle juice. Why not? What do you want? Wham! Is it really that bad? The temporary solution. Here. Doofus. Where was I? Yes, mix this all together. And now just spoon it back into the eggs. Adding the pickle juice makes the mix a little more soupy than usual, but it will firm up when it chills in the fridge, and it tastes so good. Then for garnish, a little slice of black olive on each one of them, and a final dusting of paprika, and stick them in the fridge to chill while the chef eats the leftovers. Corned beef and cabbage does, of course, require cabbage, and I just happen to have one. I'm going to cook it in basically serving size wedges. Take the core out. Don't need that. And I think I'm going to cut these in half again. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And some new potatoes. About that many. I'm going to throw them in whole. Now I'm going to throw in about a half an onion. Pick up your bind. Thin sliced, just because I feel like it. A little bit of garlic. Just coarsely chopped. Doesn't matter. And for a little sparkle, cut up a little bit of red chili. And I'm just going to thinly slice it. Just enough for a little color and a little surprise. Now, a little caraway seed. About that much. And maybe a teaspoon of salt. And just a drizzle of EVOO. Add water and get it on the stove. Corned beef has been resting for a half hour, and I can hardly wait to see what's inside. The aroma has been driving me wacky. Open up. Oh yes. I think it's done. Let's get it out of here and get it sliced up and give it a taste test. Now let's try sampling this thing. Oh, yum. Gimme. Oh, this is heaven. That's enough for now. Maybe. And it's time. Drizzle just a little of the au juice over the corned beef. Get some butter on these potatoes. And some homemade biscuits. Fresh. Right out of the Pillsbury can. So, happy St. Paddy's Day. We've got some Irish corned beef, some Irish potatoes, some Irish cabbage, genuine Irish deviled eggs, and of course the champagne from Milwaukee, Ireland. Let's eat.